Hey guys, Ash Lane here. It's time for the fourth installment of the Expert Interview Series. Now, today's guest is going to be Beaker from Beaker's Lab. It's a great YouTube channel. Go ahead and check it out. And today we're going to be talking farming, both gold, elixir, and walls, and also dark elixir. And Beaker is the perfect guest for this because he was one of the first guys I know in the game to go ahead and max out his gold grab. So go ahead and check out his channel. Comment below if you have any other guests you'd like to see on this expert interview series, and please guys check out www.clashwithash.com. A lot of great content there, as well as more stuff than just my videos. So guys, enjoy. Hey guys, Ash Lane here, and I am here for our next expert interview, and today I have a very special guest. It is Beaker from Beaker's Lab YouTube. What's up, Beak?
Yo, what is up, guys? Hey, Ash.
Man, I think a lot of the viewers are going to be really excited to have you on because you are certainly an expert farmer. You're probably the first person that I've known who's maxed their gold grab. This is way back in the day. Now everybody has a maxed gold grab, but you have a maxed gold grab. You have 13 million heroic heist. Very impressive profile. So I have a bunch of farming questions to ask you today, but before I get to that, I would like to touch a little bit on YouTube, if that's okay with you.
Absolutely, man. Yeah.
So your channel it's definitely growing a lot. I'm not sure exactly how many subs you are right now. I'm sure you tell us, but how long have you been doing it, and what size?
Well, yeah, man. It's been a crazy, crazy year. That's actually the answer.
Yeah.
I just passed a year on YouTube, and we just reached slightly over 70,000 subscribers.
Wow.
And it's been crazy, man. You know, I never really expected this. I kind of started just wanting to show some friends and clanmates some replays that would have normally been lost. So, you know, it just went from there. I just wanted to put them online, and it went from there.
Yeah, it's crazy how you start. I did the same thing. I didn't intend to create any regularly content channel, and it certainly just kind of happened. But it was it's nice. So, what is your favorite kind of video to do? I know you really run the gamut from wars to farming to everything else. So, what's your favorite to do?
Right. Well, I started out primarily on farming videos. When I started, I was, I don't know, an almost max Town Hall 10, but of course the walls took forever. So I really did a long series of several months where I maxed all my level 11 walls, and that sort of just was my thing. I really enjoy doing farming videos, and now that I've maxed my Town Hall 10, I kind of had to focus on my second account, which was... Well, it started out as a Town Hall 8 when I started my channel, and it's now a pretty new Town Hall 9. So, you know, I really focus on dark elixir farming, to be honest. I feel like that's one of the most important farming aspects in the game, and it makes for a good video. You know, it's entertaining.
Yeah. I know your dark elixir videos get a lot of hits, and I've actually watched a few myself. It's funny, just a little side story is the first time I discovered you on YouTube, I was searching for a good anti-lava-loon base, or lava-loonian base, and this was way before air sweepers, right after the lava hound. This is when lava hounds just started dominating, and I remember you had like a guide to a very good. You were one of the first guys really advocating placing the bombs right next to the air defenses. So it was some good stuff.
That was a very small thing that now everybody does, but I do remember we used to throw those air mines all over the place in random places.
Yeah. I remember when it first came. When the lava hounds first came out, we just didn't know what to do with the traps. Do we overload the other side? People didn't know. But it was
that's funny.
Yeah. So I guess let's get into the farming because I think that's why a lot of people are listening, and that's certainly one of the many reasons I brought you on today. So. I guess let's start with the basics. What is your favorite army when you were maxing out your gold grab? Let's get to elixir in a minute or two here, but just when you're going for gold, what is your favorite army to use, and what trophy range do you use it in?
Yeah, well, when I was Town Hall 9, that's when I got most of my gold grab, and if you're just talking about gold, it was Barch all the way, Barch and Bam. I got a little complicated there and was, I was doing a lot of crazy armies because once you max your heroes, you can do crazy armies. And I was doing a lot of taking 15 hogs with a Barch army, things like that, and just really pushing the limits of, what you could do with a 15-minute army. I would say anything Barch related was definitely my go-to and got me billions of gold, as you can see.
Yeah. So did you go very low league then, silver or
Yeah,
gold?
as far as leagues, I was always gold league. So
Okay.
right around gold 3 when I was looking for gold. And before that, when I was primarily working on my heroes, it was gold 1. But you got to remember, this was a year and a half to 2 years
Yeah.
ago. Things are so different now. I mean, you
Certainly
can
some
farm,
inflation. Yeah.
yeah, you can farm anywhere now. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's different.
Okay, so I want to make sure I dot all my I's and cross my T's. So, did you? So you used a Barch army primarily, Barch and Bam.
Mhm.
Now, did you boost these your barracks, or did you do boost sessions, or did you
Sure.
primarily just go ahead and just?
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, when I first started, when I first got to Town Hall 9, boosting was still very expensive. It was like, I can't even remember, but it was a lot. It was a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
gems
That
for like, you remember that?
you
It,
forget about that. I forgot all about that. It was
yeah.
like, yeah. What was it?
So
I don't know. 40
it
gems.
was like 40 gems for
Yeah.
45 minutes or something. It was
Yeah.
outrageous. So
Yes.
nobody really boosted then.
Yeah.
And then there was some point where boosting became what it is now.
Yeah.
What is it? 10 gems for 2 hours.
2 hour. Yeah.
And around then, I sort of slowly started getting into it. But mostly my whole Town Online career, there was very little boosting until the very end when the price was dramatically dropped. So
Okay.
it was just it was no reason. It was not because I was against gemming or anything. It was just because I enjoyed the whole thing. I enjoyed, waiting 10 minutes for the army, talking to the clan, and that's part of the experience.
Sure, sure. Now, were you one of those raiders who would next a lot when looking for a great raid, or would you pretty much take anything over a certain amount and then just have your army ready to go next time?
No, that's a good question. I really was against searching for a long time, and I
Okay.
mean, I really tried to get methodical with it. Some of the guys who brought me up in the game, who really taught me everything I know, like Unity Sharp and a Brennan, some guys from Unity,
Yeah.
they really told me to never search more than 5 to 10 times. And as you get towards that 10th time, really just look for anything to take. So searching was really out of the question. I never wanted to search too much because it ruins the experience mostly.
Okay.
You want to play the
That's
game.
yeah, that's
So
interesting to hear. So you just basically lower your expectations after a given amount of next, basically.
absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so were you primarily hitting collector raids? Is that what you were looking for, or?
At Town Hall 9, I realized it was really hard to expect that every raid. So
Mhm.
that's why I brought in the interesting armies
Okay.
like the Hogs. The Hogs helped me to take on any Town Hall 8 base and basically 3-star it with just Barbs, Arch, and Hogs. But, before I got to that point, yeah, it was a lot of collector raids. And,
Yeah.
at certain points in Clash history, there has been lots of collector raids. And then I think as the game got more popular, there were times when there wasn't as many. You
Mm-hmm.
can find them now, but you still have to rely on storages most of the time. And
Mm-hmm. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Obviously, with my baby account right now, I know you have a second account that just got to Town Hall level 9 as
mm,
well, right?
yeah,
So yeah, so I think that I'm really slumming it in silver, and I'm doing the same
yeah,
thing you did. Even though I can actually use the Dark Elixir, I'm still cooking like 5 to 10 hogs and not using them unless I really have to. But if I come across a real whale that I know I need to wipe out the
yeah,
base, I'll use them. But I totally hear you on being flexible as far as what your army is and how long you've been nexting.
yeah.
Now, do you so normally you don't boost or you didn't boost back in the day, but you used Barch. Now, did you ever try out like Lava Lunion or air raids when farming, or are you strictly a ground guy?
No, man, I am, it's sometimes it's crazy to say, it's almost embarrassing to say, but no, I never did,
Okay.
I used to be actually, I'm not going to say anti-air, but I
Yeah.
just never got into it. And a lot of my friends did, a lot of my clanmates did. And it sort of created, you've heard of the Clan Unity Air Force. The
Yeah.
reason for that was because there was guys like me who were just ground guys. We didn't want to donate air troops. We didn't want to get air troops.
No
And
kidding.
so they all went off and did their own clan because,
Well, that's a great.
yeah, a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
people wanted to use the air strategies. I just never did.
I've always been curious about clans like that have air in the name, like Unity Air Force, for example. I guess a quick digression would be your alliance. I know you're the leader of Unity Elite.
Mhm.
Can you just tell us briefly about your clan, and before we get to the Dark Elixir, can you tell us briefly about your clan and your alliance?
Yeah, it's a group of clans that was made by Unity Sharp, and he's since retired.
Hmm.
And rest in peace, Unity Sharp. But we have my clan, Unity Elite,
Hmm.
and Unity Air Force, which kind of was born off of that kind of an equal clan of equal level
Yeah.
and requirements.
Yep.
And then there's now Unity Titans, which
Okay.
is they're basically getting to the same level as us as well.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I know you guys are very involved in clan wars as well.
Mm.
Yeah. So are you? How is that going? Are you enjoying the clan war aspect of the game, or are you more into the farming with a mini account right now?
No, absolutely. I mean, I enjoy Clan Wars.
I
The
know.
thing is, it's only every 2 days, so I
Yeah.
focus on the farming more.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's a cool thing again to just interact with the clan. You talk about what's going on, if people need help. That's part of the fun of the game for me is really interacting with everybody.
Yeah, and I hope you don't mind me asking, but I did notice something, and it's the same thing that we did over in Red Elite, and I was wondering what your thought process was behind it, if you care to share, and that
Mhm.
is that you're now accepting higher level Town Hall 9s into your clan.
Yeah.
Was wondering, curious what your mindset behind that. I know it might be the same as mine, but just curious what you think.
Well, it really started because I wanted to war with my Town Hall 9 in my clan. So I'm like, yo, I can't just have one because it'll make a really mismatched.
Yeah, you'll always be the only one.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we kind of determined that if you have about 25% of your guys Town Hall 9, you should match a clan of similar level. So
Yeah.
really the reason was just to get a slightly lower match,
Hmm.
but also to have a little fun. But to be honest, we've had times in our career where we were matched against really, really high level super war clans that we really had no business warring against because
Yeah, I was with you for one of those visiting.
yeah, yeah, you
It's
saw some of
intense.
them,
It's
and
intense.
it's not for everybody, and
It's
it's
not.
not for me.
It's
I
not for
never
us either.
wanted
Yeah.
to. I never wanted to be a top war clan. I just want to have fun and be a solid clan. you
Yeah,
know.
I always say to my guys, same thing. I want to win more than we lose, if possible. That's the goal.
Mm.
And a lot of those elite war clans, although I love watching their replays, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of pressure, and it starts to be so, not like I said, nothing wrong with it, but there's just so much pressure, and on top of that, it ruins the environment. Like I'm seeing clans where they have one loss in 20 wins in a row before that, and it ruins the clan, one loss, and I'm like, oh geez, it's
Mm.
tough. It's tough when you're at that level.
Right. I mean, I fail so often. I can't be in a high stress,
Yeah.
environment where I need to win.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fine to fail. I don't mind.
Yeah. So yeah, but a good group of guys there over Uni Elite. Are you guys recruiting right now, or is there a way you listeners could join your clan if they wanted to?
Yeah, the only thing we're really recruiting now is Town Hall 10s with level 30 heroes and solid war stars. Solid war stars meaning 400 or more.
Okay.
Clearly gotta show that you are
Fair
a
enough. Yeah.
proficient
Yep.
war, and
Okay.
that's about it.
All right, great. So if you guys want to check out the clan, it's Unity Elite. And now I want to get into the Dark Elixir farming because I know that's really what you're known for. At least one of the things you're known for.
Mm.
And it's like I said, you're right a tick under 13 million heroic heist, and I'm sure it would be way higher if you didn't. But the fact that you don't need a Dark Elixir anymore, obviously.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, how did you get the Dark Elixir? Was it the same barching strategy, or did you tweak anything? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it was never Barch.
Okay.
I started out totally into Dark Elixir right when I got to Town Hall 9. The guy Unity Sharp, who I mentioned before, he was really into hero farming and Dark Elixir farming before anybody else really was. You can look on the Clash forums and see some posts he did, some really helpful, detailed strategy guides he did. And this was a long, long, long time ago. So he really got me into it. And right when I hit Town Hall 9, I didn't focus on gold. I didn't focus on Elixir. Nothing but Dark Elixir. And the army was one that another clanmate at that time taught me. And it's the one I'd use in my Dark Elixir Time videos. It's Giants, Wall Breakers, Barb, Arch, and Goblin. I've sort of started calling it like Beaker Barch for short, but it's really something that I've used for years. Feel really good about it, and I try to get everybody else to use it because really with some solid clan castle troops, that simple army can work for anybody.
So you're looking, is there a level of Dark Elixir that you're looking for to attack a base to make it worth it?
Yeah, I'd say like 1600 is usually the bottom of the barrel. if you're committing a spell and your clan castle. It's all about what you're putting in.
Exactly. Yep.
You can always snipe some drills that are just a little bit, get out of there with just a few troops. That's good. But if you're doing a full army, I'd say 1600 to 1800 is the minimum, and that's worked really well for me. That'll get you. You want to be thinking about getting 4,000 to 5,000 per hour. And, to do that, you got to get reasonably good raids.
Okay, that's 4,000 to 5,000 per hour without the boost?
Yeah, I'm talking without the boost. So that's if you can get 2 to 3 decent raids per hour.
Okay. And also, now, you said if you don't use spells or clan castle, do you have a favorite spell in clan castle troops? Is it rage spell or?
Yeah, well, for a long time I was using the heal spell because it was a half an hour spell. Well, things have changed now, and the rage spell is now half an hour. So I've sort of switched to usually using a rage spell. And in the clan castle, I've really always been a fan of wizards. I mean, who isn't?
Yeah.
Wizards are great for taking out a storage, and if you can get your clan to give them to you, it's really the best way to go because, everybody knows if you keep wizards alive, put them in a rage spell, they're going to take out everything in their path. So I've always recommended that people at least try to donate some wizards to their clanmates because...
Yeah, and I heard you actually saying in a recent video that in your clan, you have a few guys cook up wizards before they go to sleep, just so they can donate all the next day. People who aren't going to be raiding a lot. Is that basically your strategy to make sure everyone has wizards stocked up?
Yeah, that's exactly it. And, everybody has to have some patience, but that's what it's all about. You're giving back to the clan, and that's how you end up with a good clan. That's how we became who we are. The whole Unity clan, none of it was born out of anything except a place where you can get wizards. So, I mean, really, I think you could still make a clan to this day, and if you provided people with wizards, they would stay.
I think I might agree with you there. It seems like they should make that their new key phrase on global. Wizards instead of free elder. No, really. Take free elder away and add free wizards, and I think they get a lot more feedback.
No doubt.
But I'm curious, have you ever used the super queen strategy? I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but using the healers with the queen to funnel into the Dark Elixir?
I tried it a little bit recently because I saw that great YouTuber, Powerbank Gaming. I saw he did a video on it, and I was like, wow, that's, because I had seen it before in the past, but not for Dark Elixir farming, just for messing around. You remember before the Queen got nerfed a long, long, long time ago, you used to be able to get into the middle of a base very, very easily with just 10 healers and the level 40 queen.
Yeah. That was the day.
It got changed. The queen, she's still powerful, and it still works, but I just never, ever thought of using it for an actual purpose except for messing around. And, watching his video farming with it, I was like, wow. So, I tried it out, did a quick video on it, and it was very fun.
Yeah, we have a few guys in my clan who swear by it. Like,
crazy.
Some things are fads and they come and they go, and it's cute that the queen has a few healers, but I'll tell you what, if you get the hang of it, the funneling is all it really takes. Make sure you get the queen going in the right direction, but if you get the hang of it, it can be really, really effective. So I know a lot of people are really, really enjoying using that, which is the queen and a few healers, and then just minions to clear out to funnel out an area, and then wizards in the clan castle is what a lot of people are using now. So I guess wrapping up here, one of the last questions I have is, now that you're doing everything over with your Town Hall 9 account, is there anything that you look back on and you're like, the first time around, why did I do that? Or I was so dumb going through, whether it be farming or just anything in general?
Yeah, man, I have a perfect answer to that. The thing that I wish I had done differently is maxing. Maxing your Town Hall 10 is so boring. I mean, now on my Town Hall 10, there's nothing left to do. And as far as war goes, I mean, I am at the top. And it's not as fun as you would think. I think staying at Town Hall 9 longer and, being involved in war, being involved in, 3-star strategies at Town Hall 9, I think that's what I'm going to do this time around. I'm going to take it really slow.
Yep.
Anybody who's watched my videos knows I'm kind of doing a Town Hall 8.5 thing. I haven't built my expos, and I don't plan on doing it. And I plan on keeping my defenses really low so I can just hang out at Town Hall 9 and be a low-level Town Hall 9 forever. And just, war and have fun.
I think so many people, even myself, are going that route because there is a certain allure and fun, I guess, to Town Hall 9. It's easier to 3-star, but it's still tricky enough where it's challenging, and there's just something about it. You're still at that level of the game where you can be very competitive and at the same time just have a lot of fun and still farm here and there as well. I'm doing the same thing with my second account, and I think I'm going to go eventually, unless Supercell changes their war algorithms again, which who knows, that might be, that might very well be the case, but I think I'm going to go 9.5 and just keep him there forever. Are you going to do basically the same thing?
I think I'm eventually gonna go to Town Hall 10, even without expos. Then I think I'm gonna go just for the offensive upgrades because really Town Hall 10 sucks. I mean, I'm not trying to be negative, but it's like you said, it's tough to 3-star, and Town Hall 9's where it's at. So I may do that someday, but I'm having a lot of fun at Town Hall 9 right now, and I don't want to go anywhere.
Great. So, so for the future of the channel, anything we should be looking forward to in the next? Anything you're working on? I know you here and there you come out with some guides and stuff. Anything coming up that viewers could check in on?
Well, we don't have anything planned, but really what I'm doing right now is more Dark Elixir time, and I'm looking to go to every league, sort of every farming league, and kind of just set up videos that say, what's in this league? Why do you want to be here? And I think that kind of stuff is fun.
I'm sure the viewers would really, really enjoy that. They seem to really enjoy the scouting of the leagues, if you will. So
I mean, it's an unanswerable question. People ask me all the time where they should farm.
Oh, I know.
It doesn't matter. It matters where you have fun the most. But I want to help people find that league where they do have fun. And beyond that, just we're just going to be doing fun videos.
Great, V. Well, you guys should definitely check out his channel. I enjoy a lot of his content, and I know you guys will too. Beak, thanks so much for coming on, I should say, on the Expert Interview Series. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Before you go, real quick, do you have any book or movie or music recommendations for us? Anything we've seen recently or listened to?
Well,
I'm putting you on the spot here, but
yeah, you are. But no, I listen to music real hard when I'm at my. When I'm just at my computer sort of doing the whole video thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know, some of the best stuff I've listened to lately is A$AP Rocky's new album, if you're into hip-hop, is the best album I've heard in a while, if you guys are into hip-hop.
Okay, we'll be sure to check that out. I'll check it out for sure. Have you seen Straight Outta Compton by any chance?
No, man, I want to see that. I have that new Dre album, which is awesome too.
I have not. They don't have it on Spotify yet, so I haven't gotten it. I'm lingering. But yeah, the movie though was great. It really was. You see all the old characters and stuff, and it's some pretty cool stuff. Everybody looks exactly how they did too back then, so it's pretty good.
It's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna go see that. It looks great.
Yeah, it was very well done. But Beak, thanks so much. Anyway, again, I can't thank you enough here, and I'm sure the viewers loved having you on. So we'll do it again sometime.
No doubt, man. Thanks for having me.
No problem.